What's going on, everybody? Rob here, aka Trav 2323. Today is another day. I got the Growatt inverter on right here. I'm charging the battery. You see right here, 99% charged. It's at 56.3 volts. It's balancing the batteries. The charge current is fluctuating. Maximum voltage is 4.054 per battery. Minimum is 3.986 per battery. Average is 4.02. Difference in voltage is 4.68, and there's all the cells with what they are. Now, believe it or not, I don't know how the Dali knows how much power this 48 volt lithium ion chem pack needs. There's a Dali BMS, but in here it got the high voltage parameter settings, and I can't change them. It says you need a manufacturer password to set the Preparedness. High volt, cell high volt protect 4.25 volts, cell low volt 2.2, some high voltage protect 59.5 volts. Oh, I just disconnected it. Let me reconnect. Okay, so this is 56.3 volts. Now this Growatt is supposed to be set at 56.4 volts. It's in charge right now. It's in the charge mode. It's plugged in. There's nothing plugged into it. I have the TV right there because I was going to plug the TV into it once this was fully charged and see how long this TV will play for, if it'll go on. But right now it is plugged into the grid, so I'm using this to charge the lithium ion. But I have the Dali BMS on it, so it is protected. It's not gonna, it shouldn't overheat, it shouldn't anything like that now. But this is supposed to shut off at 56.4 volts, so that's what I'm waiting to see, if this stops charging at 56.4 volts. Now, it started doing this last night. I didn't know I had the Growatt off. And with the Growatt off, I had my fish tanks plugged in. So I was just using the battery, and the battery was down to 70%. So I came downstairs and I put the Growatt on and started charging the battery. And I got up to like 98% yesterday. But I didn't want to go to bed with it on, charging the lithium ion, so I shut it off, and I woke up this morning and here I am again. I'm up to 56.3 volts. I'm trying to see what's going to happen when it gets up to 56.4, if that'll finally go up to 100%. Like I said, the daily BMS high cutoff is 59. This one right here is set at 56.4, so I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted, and I'm going to get that TV plugged in today. And the battery is at 56.3. and it's reading exactly what it is on the Dali BMS, so we'll see if that shuts off. I just scrolled up and it went to battery and it got 56.3 volts. 56.4, but it's flickering 56.3, 56.4. So I venture to say it'll probably stop charging when it's a solid 56.4. Meanwhile, let me show you this parameter settings. Like I says, the parameter settings right here says some voltage high protect 59.5, cell voltage high protect 4.25. But you go into the cell characteristics and it like knows that lithium ion, rated capacity 3.0 amp hours, cell voltage 3.6 volts, and I'm wondering if it's a reference cell voltage 3.6 volts, balance open start 3.8. Why does it allow it to go to 4.2? 14 board cell number, temp protection, that's the temperature protection on them. Parameter settings, and here if you try to change these, watch parameter settings, say I want to change this to a higher number, it won't let me. It tells me I have to put in a passcode to it, so it won't let me change it, because I would like to change it down to, you know, probably 56.4, at least what the Growatt is set at. But so you go to display, and right now all the batteries are at 4.0, 4.03, 4.05. The number one is the lowest, is 3.98, and the difference is 0.067. It's still 56.3 volts, which is says 56.3, and this is supposed to cut off at 56.4. So hang in there with me. All right, I'm in a DIY battery form, and I got a lot of you know, on these LG chem packs. I thought they were 3.7. These are the LG chem packs. And it does note, because the BMS is right. It says a lot of the guys in here say 4.2 or 4.14 is what I should be getting out of these batteries. So I'm putting this back up. It went back to normal, so it's still 56.3. So 4.2 times 14, 4.2 times 1.4, 58.8 is what I could get out of there. But this is set for 56.4, so I just want to make sure, you know, anything brand new, you want to make sure it shuts off when it's supposed to. Then I'm going to plug the TV in. It stopped charging. It says full charge. This stopped blinking. So it stopped the charging rate at 56 volts. 56 volts. Stopped charging, and the batteries are only at 99% capacity. That's full charge on them. Full charge. It didn't say CC, it went to FC. Stop charging. The battery's at 55.9 volts. Alright, so here I go from here. Now that I know that's gonna shut off by itself, so I got this TV right here, and I plugged the antenna in. The Growatt. Just on battery. Right there. Just on battery mode right there. Now I gotta try to get this on right here. Source. Oh great, none of the remotes are gonna work now. Source. Let's go up to TV. Setup. Antenna. Indicator is available for digital broadcast only. Back. Auto program. Antenna. Alright, either way, what time is it right now? Right now it is 12:50. 12:50. 55.9 volts, and this TV is using 1.6 amps. This TV is only on with the battery. Only on with the battery right now. It's using the inverter as an AC. 55.9 volts, and this battery only got 99% charged, so we'll see how long it holds the charge for. But the Growatt did shut off. It went up to 53.3. It was going between 53.3, 53.4, or 56.3, 56.4, 56.3, and then it just stopped charging completely. They said went from CC to FC to full charge. So this shows all the cells. The lowest cell was 399, and the other cell was 4.02, 0.8 amps, 59 volts. And this is trying to get out of the channel setup. So this is solely going off of the Growatt and the battery. And this is set up for if we ever lose power, that we can watch the news on a regular antenna at least. That's what this is set up for. Eventually I want to add some batteries in parallel. If we add them in parallel, then we could go on from different stuff. There's guys that have so much backup they use space heaters, and those things are expensive, but I do got a propane heater if need be. Alright, let me get this set. Like I said, it's 12:50, and I'm gonna leave the TV on from now. Said that I was going to take that to the marina for the boat or boondocking in the van. It's on a dolly. This is all on a dolly. That's plugged in, and I can put the solar panels to that anywhere I want to. And that's a 48 volt battery, and there's a TV right there. So even with the solar panels out, it'll be charging the batteries and playing the TV at the same time. But when the sun goes in, we can go off the battery backup. I am pretty impressed because I'm all the way in my basement, and so far there's 59 channels on this old Emerson TV with that little antenna that's laying on the floor right there next to me. And so far we're up to 59 channels. With the Growatt, 55.8 volts out that 48 volt battery. It is on the dolly. I could pull that with me anywhere. And then with the BMS, you could monitor your battery right here and your discharge rate. It's always discharging 1.8 amps. And it's got 98% battery left. So it's 12:50. We're going to go from here. I'm just going to let that play. And it should shut off on its own when the battery is discharged down to 42 volts. All right, talk to you later. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm back. It's only an hour later, and I'm at 95% juice. But what I decided to do was come shut this off and start charging this battery again. 55.6 volts. I went down 0.3 volts in the battery. 0.3 volts is what it went down in the battery with this TV on. So it's 55.6 volts. But I'm going to shut this TV off because we're supposed to get 13 inches of snow today. So at 13 inches of snow, I figure, why am I doing this experiment with this Growatt inverter and this battery when I may have to use this Growatt inverter? Texas, no power in some parts of Texas. We've been doing pretty good, or we don't got the ice. We're supposed to get up to 13 inches of snow over the next 24 hours. So I'm going to charge this thing right here. There's the battery right there. LG Chempec BMS hooked up to my Wi-Fi. I mean, hooked up to my Bluetooth. It works. It is good. It works. So now I can start putting these batteries in parallel, 48 volts in parallel, and then that builds the power reserve that I have. All right. Either way, it works. You see, 55.6 volts. I'm unplugging the TV, and I'm gonna plug the Growatt back in to charge the battery. Let me see. All right, so I'm plugging the Growatt back in, and then let's see if I shut this off right here. This is the bottom. It's just plugged in right now. The battery. Now I shut it off. Now watch the battery. With it off, the battery's gonna start charging. It should. I believe that's what happened yesterday. There it goes, charging. See, charging, constant charge is charging the battery right now. All right, talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share, and let's build this thing.